start with fills to bring in the song. Transition. Intro ad-libs or drop vocal chops to set the tone. Post-processing includes distortion, reverb, and EQ, an acoustic guitar with a reverse to bring it in smoothly. Processing includes a self-sidechained reverb. This has been explained in detail in a previous video. And soundgoodizer for compression and saturation. Piano. To make your chord progressions feel more alive and realistic, use the strummer tool, as this adds emotional impact and less robotic, as real musicians can't hit all notes perfectly at the same time. Post-processing includes OTT, soundgoodizer, reverb, and EQ. Strings. For the processing, EQ, OTT, reverb, and another EQ to shape the sound. Sub-bass. Soft tube, which is a saturator, EQ, and fruity balance for sidechain. Atmosphere. Post-processing includes OTT, stereo enhancer, reverb, blood overdrive for saturation, and EQ. Vocals.
Tired eyes, glowing nights, I wish these city lights were you.
To make the vocals powerful and more polished, you can use an EQ to cut off some of the initial frequencies, a compressor to make the vocals feel upfront and more present in the mix, and a parallel EQ as it makes it sound rich, fuller, and restore the lost energy from the compressor. Also, reverb, a peak controller which automates the wet signal for the delay so it doesn't sound muddy. Fresh air for some clarity in the highs, EQ. For the pre-drops, I use another EQ and distortion to build even more tension. For the layers in the vocals, I've used another one for atmosphere, which adds depth and space, making it feel wider in the mix. For the processing, I used a camel crusher, delay, ton of reverb and EQ. Another layer for ad-libs to fill out the empty space and silence between the main vocal, plus it adds movement, which makes it feel less static. For the processing, camel crusher, reverb, and EQ. Rim shots with reverses for each 2 bars. Apply an EQ and reverb. Drums with a cutoff automation to introduce them thoroughly. Applied an OTT and EQ. Transition. Fills for ear candy and transition. Power chords. Post-processing includes soundgoodizer, EQ, fresh air, and fruity balance for sidechain. Muted guitar. Post-processing is just fruity balance for sidechain. Build up drums with effects and fills. I've added the drop guitar in the build for tension with volume filtering and sidechain. Atmosphere. Post-processing includes OTT, sound goodizer, reverb, saturation, and EQ. Used white noise and crowd effect to fill out the frequency spectrum and to enhance dynamics. I've applied an EQ for both to shape the sound. For the layered bass fills, it creates depth, makes it fuller, and adds contrast to the drop. To layer these types of sounds, it's crucial to find complementary sounds that fit together without clashing or muddying the mix. For the processing, I applied a plugin called Chroma, which is a harmonics enhancer to give it more color, sound vibrant and warm. A fat rack, which has been explained in detail in a previous video, and EQ. Drums. An OTT has been applied to glue them together. For the kick, I applied a soft clipper to make it punch more. For the snare, I added an EQ to cut of the unwanted low end, reverb for depth and presence, and a soft clipper for more energy. Sub-bass. EQ, distortion, another EQ, and wave shaper to give it more power. Mid-bass. Applied 2 EQs, OTT, and sound goodizer. Used analog supersaw samples to give the whole saw stack more depth. Post-processing includes EQ, OTT, sound goodizer, reverb, and another EQ, saws. I used EQ, OTT, sound goodizer, reverb, and another 2 EQs, muted guitar. Guitar chugs. Vocal atmosphere. Applied a fat rack, reverb, and EQ. I also used panning to automate it left and right to give it its own space in the stereo field. Vocal chops. For the processing, chroma, fat rack, reverb, and EQ. Vocal ad-libs. Applied an EQ, wave shaper, delay, reverb, and EQ. Lead synth. For the processing, saturation, OTT, fresh air, 2 EQs, reverb, another EQ, and transient processor for shaping the attack and sustain of the sound. For the second drop, I changed it to mostly dubstep with these fills. For the sidechain bus, I have a fruity balance and a limiter, as all the drop elements go into this bus, and so it doesn't go over 0 decibels. For the whole drop elements bus, I used a fat rack and EQ, a little vocal transition to go from the drop to the rest of the track.